The goal, as it has been for a little bit here anyway, is to get all 3 of the behemoth things, all right, the behemoth check marks, and maintaining reputation over 1,000 for a full calendar year. That's going to be very easy to do, right? Very easy indeed. You have January 19th, and we're just going to let this run at mostly fastest speed as we get that. The trick is going to work here. We're going to get some extra stuff going on in Whammy. We now have a new setting, the American Civil War. Oh boy, isn't that going to be great? Go ahead and repeat. We got to go to what is allowed. We're going to get this thing on the schedule. And I think we're going to continue without ads. That's not what I wanted to do. Why is this? No, yes, there we go. Young men. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of that one. Go like this. That's fine. Go ahead and apply that. And I mean, I kind of want to shift its location, but I guess this is just where it is. Dirty tricks. I've been asked to do this, and we are going to. We're going to rescue a drowning man. Leroy Finkel is going to go rescue a drowning man. It's going to be a 33% chance of success, and it's going to cost us $400 in cash. Okay, there's something different here. Security. We need to assign security here. It looks like Francis. Oh, you're raising the chances of success. Oh. We can only have 3. Okay. U3, 63%. Okay. We'll probably have this play again, so we'll do another trick. Let's say here. Yeah, there we go. Let's have Victor go do something more tame, like visit an orphanage. Okay, seems good. Now, I kind of want to change this part, because I think I can get a little more than this. So let's just, yeah, if the trick works, probably be in great shape there. Go ahead and confirm that. The last of the Hamilton family, we cannot actually place on the schedule anywhere because it is against the code. It has the antagonist escaping justice trait. So we can't place that. We're not going to really be able to release that until we get that taken care of and take it off of the code, which might be something else I could do. At 1528, I could remove a story element from the code, and I can choose to make, ooh, that's not, oh, the finale, that's what it is. Finale is antagonist escapes justice. So I can submit that to a vote. See about getting that removed from the code. Hopefully I'm last. Oh my god, I'm first. I'm always just... I always go before Gernstein does, it seems. Well, I'm not sure how much I'm going to have to, you know, put into that, but I have a lot of money, and I guess I do have quite a bit of influence at this point. My reputation being 3,000, it won't be a problem to keep it over 1,000 the whole year, so I'm not really worried about the whole goal. It's February now. Arthur Gray, and Ramon Vasquez. So good chance Arthur Gray wins something. Yeah, for his Place Under the Sun. Good for you, sir. We're not really nominated for any of these things, are we? No, we took the top 3 movies, but we're not nominated for anything. That makes so much sense, doesn't it? The big one. Wow, that took a huge nosedive. That is crazy. That was a 9.3 and a 9.5, and it is now way lower than that. Wow. Not sure how that went about, but all right, let's go ahead and do that. And of course, Don Armando Conti, since I cannot fire him, I saw your comments. There's no way to fire the guy. They took it out of the game. It's not a bug. It's intended. It's stupid. They need to put it back. Basically, from my understanding of this, it's kind of like piecing it together here, is people were firing people within their, halfway through their contract, and they thought that players were confused and thought they would be getting refunds. So rather than just, putting a single line of text on the screen that says no refunds, which would have been so easy to do and patch in, rather than doing that, they made it impossible to fire people. Please fix this. Anyway, I've lost all my reputation with these guys now, so that's good. We'll probably have a problem with the Mafia now. Isn't that great? No more help from the Mafia. It's okay. All they were helping me do is move my regular money into cash anyway. And I got 150 grand, so whatever. All right, so obviously I have to go first. And if I put 1,000 into this, are they going to override me? Maybe. Let's put 1,400 into it. See if they override me with that. It's probably way more than I need, but who knows? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's still not enough. They're gonna put a little bit in. Gernstein doesn't really care very much. Oh boy. Oh, good. I was like, man, the last two people have put a lot of points in there, man. That last vote put more points than I had left afterwards, so I was thinking they could do it, but now we got it. So with that story element out of the code, I can now go ahead and organize everything again for the last of the Hamilton family. I can pop him in here, maybe that's there, and just have it go like that. That's fine. Okay, now I can actually have this thing on the schedule and release it because it's no longer a part of the code. So it's still not a great movie, but we'll put it on there anyway. So yeah, it looks like young men. That's what we're targeting. Seems good. Fine. Here we go. Maybe we'll try rescuing another drowning man. Whoever's up for it. No, nobody wants to. Come on, with a name like Max Dean. Okay, well, nobody here. Everybody's away from it. So nobody wants to do any dirty tricks for this movie. Fine, whatever. We're going to continue without any dirty tricks at all. There you go. It doesn't break this anymore. Any studio that releases a film with the specified story elements will be fined or expelled from the Alliance. It does not meet that anymore. I got it removed. Unless there's something else. Historical adventure, Wild West. Antagonist escapes justice. I just removed this from the code, so I don't think I would get dinged for that. I'm going to confirm. I just made that happen. And then Esprit de Corps is what I've been told that's what this is. I've been told this is how you say it. We're going to release you right on Memorial Day. Here we go. And then we're just going to max you out because we can. Yeah, I can't rent any theaters, but that's fine. We'll do that. And we will have to select everything with organizing that again. We'll go like this. This is a pretty good movie. We'll go, I think that's as far as I can go, okay? Into the future, yep. And then this is Young Men again, so we'll go about like this with the movie. I think that's probably good. More dirty tricks for us. Can we rescue drowning men? Manfred, look at you. Good, man. Good job. It's only 53%. I only have 2 security guards left. So we can try that. And then you can do the orphanage visit. Oh, not the same time, though. Not the same time. Let's change that to here. Yeah. Orphanage visit there. And then we'll probably have... I can't go. It's in the advertising period. Yeah, I can't go anymore. That's fine. All right, it's good. So 3 movies on the schedule, at least running and working at the moment. That's good. We have Whammy, which is still running pretty strong. And I could just keep it going. I think a little lighter here, but like why? We already know what our other movies are, where they're going to be releasing, so we'll just do that. Get as much as we can out of it. There we go. Now, in case you haven't figured it out yet, or maybe I said it or didn't say it, I meant to say it. Did I say it at the beginning of this? This is the last video. This is our finale for Hollywood Animal, at least this first run. We have a huge balance change coming very soon. I think it's within a month from now. Big balance change. They're going to be introducing a lot of new elements. And of course, I've been talking about the fact that I wanted to do a run where I don't know if it's possible. A lot of people told me it's not. We'll see. I wanted to do a run where we basically have all-female cast. There are going to be a couple of like asterisks on that in terms of like what's allowed. For example, if one of these people have something for me and they need me to make something, like in the case of like the mayor wanted me to use Wendy, right? Now in that case, that's a woman, so that's fine. But there may be situations, there may be events where I have to use a man as a part of these to make friends. In that situation, it's allowed. And also, going with boutique, we need to get best actor as well. What I'm planning to do is to use events like that as a means of getting it. It may be impossible to do that just by the timing, and they always put a timer on their stuff, right? So we'll talk about that a little bit in terms of how we go about getting it. It might be one of those things where we look at this and it's like, while this one is active and we are looking for it, we are allowed to use men, just to get that best actor role. And maybe it's like one movie a year or something where we try to get it. So we'll talk about it. And if you got ideas on how we could set those parameters, then by all means, leave them in the comments. But yeah, looking at getting more image development for you guys, although I don't think it will really matter all that much. And I'm pretty sure we're not nominated for any Pollux. So despite completely dominating the box office. Welcome to the 7th annual Pollux Awards. I'll be honest with you, I tried my best to come up with a topical joke. It's 1939. So far this year, there's not much happening. Wow. In fact, 1939 is shaking up to be one of the dullest moments in human history. Isn't it now? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, like I said, I'm not nominated for anything, so we'll just go ahead and get out of this. And we didn't win anything because we weren't nominated. No one gets experience. And we move on. Let's pay our taxes. There we go. All right, new movies are going to come out. And I'm waiting to see like how the event prompts. How do they prompt the... see, all these things are jumbled up again. It's real weird. I'm just going to end the distribution. I don't care. Send it to the archive. That's okay. I don't need to renew your contract. It's fine. Yeah, I'll keep you around because I can. And what is allowed gets released. Gonna give us an A on the Kino Mark score. Very nice. Bone Grinder loves it, even though it really doesn't go against anything. It doesn't really go against anything. Why do you like this, Bone Grinder? Curse, Sidekick, Mentor, Heartless Bureaucrat, Lovable Rogue. It's, new themes and stuff, right? Speaking of new themes and stuff and new settings, how about we make a script? The problem is I won't have enough time to do it because they won't write it in time, but we can try. So, how about we make a space movie? Space movie. It's like a parody movie. Now it's a space movie. It's going to be science fiction. It's going to be an adventure. And it's going to be comedy because it's like not another space movie. Actually, here we go. Not another space movie. There we go. So it's science fiction is going to be low. Comedy's going to be a big part of it. Adventure's there too. The setting will be space. Go figure. Our protagonist will be an alien. I don't know where his... I don't think I can have an alien be the protagonist. I don't think so. That doesn't seem possible. So, it will be a daring adventurer instead. Yeah, daring adventurer instead. The antagonist will be an alien. Not an evil monster, an alien. Supporting characters. Let's have a femme fatale. Let's have damsel in distress. Maybe. Kind of depends. There's gonna be a battle scene. Now there's action involved. Let's get that out of here. There's gonna be maybe an evil transformation. I got nudity removed. I can put that in there for some reason. Sometimes you just don't even need a reason. You just put it in there. It'll work. Let's see. Winning the beloved, requited love, struggle for a better life. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's gonna have to add some action into this too, aren't we? So it's got to be kind of a mixture of everything here. So let's go science fiction 20, action 20, adventure 30, and now comedy is 30 as well. I think maybe, yeah, we could have a better split here. Let's try something like this. It's a very this is an all over the place script, isn't it? We're gonna have a battle scene. And a shootout, which I don't know. It's like it's bullets and stuff. I don't know if that actually translates to space and sci-fi and stuff like that, but it could be a curse, could be a betrayal, crime and necessity. Heroes in uniform, maybe nudity. I'm telling you, we're just gonna throw it in there, man. Why not? Why not? Evil exposed. Yeah, well, he's exposed. He's exposed, all right. That's the nudity in the shot right there. Is when evil is exposed. And I'm thinking probably we say that the protagonist dies heroically. I am allowed to have him get away without punishment now, right? Escaping justice is allowed now. Yeah, let's have the... I could change damsel in distress to love interest. Change that. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really have any romance in here, but... No, I like the damsel in distress better. Yeah, and then the finale will then be he rescues the hostage. And then maybe we have betrayal. I think we'll have betrayal in here somewhere. Yeah, okay. And it is good. This is good. This is going to be great. And this is going to be Elkin's big action movie extravaganza in 131 days. It will make this movie. I don't believe we will necessarily see it made. Maybe we will see it made. Maybe I will make it. Anyway, maybe that will be the finale for this video. We'll be making that movie. Let's get you in here and see if we can't give you a striking image. Oh, I don't have the influence anymore. Yeah. Well, that's just how that goes, isn't it? We got Cleo, though. She can be our damsel in distress. Danny, you're going to be our alien. I don't know why I chose alien impulsively instead of the protagonist, but it happened. Hey, it worked. We rescued a drowning man. Look at that. It happened. All of our security forces got a little bit of a level up from that. Beautiful. Ooh. The Caribbean. Is it okay, leave me a comment down below because I'm torn on this. Some people say it differently, right? So is it the first way or the second way for you? Do you say Caribbean or do you say Caribbean? Huh? Caribbean or Caribbean? In the first way or second way? Let me see how many of you say it like I do. Because I say Caribbean. I just like the way it flows, but I know it's Caribbean. So I like Caribbean. I think Caribbean flows really nice. Set up distribution. Again, we're going to go because we have a lot of, exposure and a lot of good following here. We'll just go like that. I think that's probably pretty good. We have the last of the Hamilton family playing alongside the movie now. And modern European city. Oh, another setting. A modern European town. Well, there you go. We'll repeat that as well. So many pop-up windows. Hey, look, our trick worked on that one too. It's beautiful. And we now have our own printing office. Okay, so we can get printing in 3 weeks. We can get printing in 1 week. Woohoo, that's fast. We can help a drunkard. What else is there? Defend the innocent. Capture a dangerous criminal. Aid fire victims. Oh my God. Audience analytics. We won't get that done in time. Like none of these are going to be done in time. So let's get stuff we can do in time, which I suppose is probably things like helping a drunkard. We can do that in time. I'm not going to spend that much money to hurry it up, but we can do that for sure. Let's unlock all those things. That's great. I'm kind of in this flow right now on my channel where I've got 4 projects going at once and all of them are near their finale. Okay, like all of these projects are near the end. And I feel this motivation, this urge to just wrap it up, just like finish everything, That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like, we can close each one of these things very, very soon. Yeah, I can click that button. So Hollywood Animal today. I'll probably wrap up. Next one to wrap up probably is Prison Architect. Blacksmith Master probably after that, and then Workers is getting close too. Alliance warning. See, they don't care. I removed this already. You ignored an alliance rule. The first offense can be attributed to an accidental oversight, but next time you will be fined. Thing is, I removed this. So I removed it. I won the vote and took it out. So hopefully that kind of stuff is getting fixed as well later on too. Right, we need that kind of stuff fixed as well. We'll have this many views, and then the last week is nothing. Because Esprit de Corps is on the schedule for that week anyway. Yeah, you can just have all the money, man. It's fine. Services, we now offer people a luxury car. A chauffeur. Monkey brains! Let's go get the monkey brains. I probably won't have it in time, but let's go get it anyway. Last of the Hamilton family. We really can't show this much at all, can we? It's kind of a 1 week, kind of a 1 month kind of thing. So we'll just show it for a fifth week, and that's it. And then it's done. It stays in theaters this one little bit, and then Esprit de Corps comes out and releases and takes up all the theater space. Well, all right then. Cornelius Schroeder. Anonymous likes this one too, huh? Sheriff, criminal gang, damsel in distress, betrayal. I mean, this doesn't even have a finale. Is that why you like it? The movie doesn't even have a finale. A film sure to boil the blood of the normal moviegoer, while the true connoisseur sheds bitter tears. What a shame such films aren't an emerging trend, and rather cast off as mistakes. I do kind of hope, and I might be alone on this, so let me know if I'm alone on this as well. I rather hope that we never figure out who Bone Grinder is. I hope they drop hints that make people come up with their own conclusion on it, but they never specifically and explicitly say who it is, right? I think that would be for the best. Illegals. We'll go ahead and grab illegals. Hey, worked again. Sweet. I have a lot of stuff there. This one can go bye-bye. Thank you. Off we go. We have new tech for sale. Ooh, first color. Our color camera. Fancy. Yeah, we definitely want the color camera, of course. I'm over here putting a whole bunch of time and money and all these things into developing a really good black and white camera, though. Is that what I'm doing? Wait, is that that's what I'm doing, right? Or is it that's just the research group? Yeah, the Char Cam is a black and white camera. What am I doing? Okay. In the future, we don't put everybody into developing a really kick-ass black and white camera. We wait till color and then we do it, okay? We hit color cameras first, okay? In the future, we'll just make a mental note of that, because it doesn't matter how good your black and white camera is. When you get to the 1950s, at least, it's basically nobody's going to be watching your movie anymore. They're going to want color now. Repeat. There we go. And then they'll be, and then they'll also be asking about, you know, reruns. You know, what's a rerun? This one can go bye-bye. And repeat again. Yes. We got a dystopian futuristic city. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool too. If we were going to make a dystopian futuristic, if we were going to make a cyberpunk movie, what would it look like? Right? It'd be science fiction. It would be a thriller for sure. Tons of action. Definitely. It would be kind of like this, right? A dystopian futuristic city where our protagonist, and I've only played like 5 hours into Cyberpunk like 3 years ago. So like I want to play it again, but like I can't do that on my channel. So if I did it, it would be the second channel. It's highly inappropriate for this channel anyway. Let's see. But based on that very limited exposure that I've had in the past, I would say that our hero here in this case for that would be the accidental one. And the antagonist, from what I remember, could we do mad scientist on that? Could we do heartless beer? I mean, I don't actually know who the main baddie is in that game. I didn't get far enough for that. So I'm just going to call him a criminal mastermind. And then supporting characters, we definitely have a love interest. There's definitely there. We definitely had a mentor. I don't remember having a sidekick that lived anyway. Spoilers. Parent figure rivals maybe was a thing. We definitely could have had like police after us. Could have. Bank robberies. Evil transformation could work if it's like cybernetics. There wasn't any curse. There wasn't any really big battle scenes. It was like individual stuff like that. Yeah, lots of nudity involved. It's just gonna put every movie I have now is this. Isn't that great? I'm so mature. Struggling for their better life probably isn't there. Treasure hunt is kind of a thing. There's a little bit of a treasure hunt involved in that. The finale could be us finding the treasure. I have no idea what the finale is. I have no idea what the end of the story is. So for all I know, Cyberpunk is all about finding riches. And then crime of necessity is probably a thing too. Yeah, I like that too. Maybe some betrayal. Betrayal could be a thing in Cyberpunk. Yeah, I think betrayal could be a thing in there somewhere. Sure. Love interest, mentor. Sure, I like it. Let's do it. And then freelance writers. Yeah, you're way too expensive. Sorry. Adventure comedy. Yikes. Nobody available for this stuff. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to choose somebody who likes a different genre then, I guess. How about you? You don't have any preferences. Can you help me out with this? You can write it. There you go. If we were going to make that movie, I think that's probably how it would be. In my very limited experience, that's how it would be. Let's just go ahead and extend it. Same exact thing. No big deal. A utopian futuristic city. Okay. Now it's... What would be a utopian... What's your favorite utopian futuristic city? What would you say your favorite utopian futuristic city is? From movies. You know? I think it's a little dark, but it kind of technically qualifies, I think. I would say my favorite one's probably District 1 from Hunger Games. But the only reason I have that one in my head is because I've recently watched the movie and I don't have any other one in my head. So there's probably better ones. But and I think, like I said, it's a little dark, but it's that's kind of the utopia for just those people. And all the other districts suffer, right? Post-production here. There was another movie. I forget the name of it, but it involved... I think it was called The Uglies? Or is it The Pretties? I forget what it was, but it is all about, like... It was a really weird plot, but it was all about people being beautiful, and if you don't become beautiful, then you're just weird or something. Hey, amazing. Grand Auditorium. Look at this. Behemoth policy bonus. See, we have amazing people now. Do we have anybody else that's amazing here? Ooh, didn't realize I had that. Film development. Aha. Yeah, right here. Amazing quality. Oh boy. Sound recording. Panorama Records. The big one. Getting amazing quality stuff. And we get that because we got this. Special post-production contract was being available, right? That's why we get that. Very nice. Here we get being able to set employees on extensive holidays, which I feel like that's not a great one to have because that means they're not working for me. They're off doing whatever instead of working. Not another space movie comes out of the writer's desk as an 8.1. You can try to script doctor that, see if that's possible to do. I'll extend it again. It's fine. It's the only thing that we have on... the only thing we have in theaters right now. Defend the innocent. To raise awareness of the film, the cast can pretend to protect passerbys from some hooligan in a staged street fight. Oh, lovely. Sounds great. Captures a dangerous criminal. To raise awareness of the film, the cast can pretend to capture a wanted criminal who was earlier apprehended by security. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. We're very brave. All of us are. Very, very brave. Okay, so Script Doctor was able to help it. It's very good. Let's go ahead and start that. Not another space movie. All right, so our cinematographer is going to be Homer. He likes on-location shooting, so we're actually going to space. GG, no. The planetary surfaces, we are going to do them. We can't do them on location very well, I guess. We don't have international location scouting. That's true. If we are confined only to the continental United States, we would not be able to shoot in space. That makes sense, yes. We'll go do this. Spaceship on location. Somehow I can click this even though I don't have the international location scouting. So weird that I can do that. I shouldn't be able to do it. We're going to do everything inside a soundstage. It's fine. Filming on this would be the color camera, right? Yeah, you want to use the color camera. So I gotta buy that. If I didn't buy it already, I thought I already bought it. Didn't I already buy it? Yeah, I did. Okay. It's just a button that's overlaid on the whole list, not on the item. Got it. We're shooting this one in color, baby. Mm-hmm. You know it. And Oliver, yep, you're gonna take that. Go ahead. Director Herman. Is this one for you? I'm not sure it is. I mean, the beloved drama, adventure, romance. Probably not one for you. Detective drama thrillers. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna get... Yeah, I think maybe Lewis could. I mean, he could do this. But there's a comedy element to this. Neither one of you two are funny. I'm gonna have Martin do it. Yeah, he's an alcoholic. All right, Herman's a professional. He can handle it. Our daring adventurer will be Danny, who is great with adventure. And he can totally do this. Our damsel in distress will be Della. So I already have somebody who's really awesome here. My femme fatale will be Joanne Thompson. And my alien is going to be Felix Reidler, who may or may not require protection. May or may not require some level of protection. Because there's a chance that the mafia will go after him anyway. So we should probably put somebody on him. And that seems good. Signed, sealed, delivered. And then the other girls who have the big star power thing, they can... Ooh, here we go. They can go ahead and be in my next film. So this is going to end up being a 7.5 and a 6.9 after the amazing quality that we had. Okay. The big one. This will release immediately after this filming or this showing cycle for Esprit. I don't think I can actually do it that fast. That seems pretty... There we go. Yeah, I guess I can. But I can't advertise it that quickly, so it doesn't matter. We're going to put it right here. We're going to have 1 week where we don't have anything. It's fine. Right here, 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 and here. Yeah, it seems good. Right about there. All right, the big one. Get the advertising for it all the way out to about here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's at the end. Is we stop advertising after the second month, and it's really good for women. The big one. Okay. Velvet gloss. I guess it'd probably be these. Yeah. Probably like this. Okay. And then the dirty tricks. We will spawn. Ooh. Hilda doesn't want to do anything. Roberto will do it though. And Roberto wants to defend the innocent. Look at that. 65% chance on this. Defending the innocent. We have an 85% chance of success. We'll do that. And then over here, 2 weeks later, Wallace is going to help a drunkard. He doesn't want to. So I do appreciate unconventional promotional strategies, but what you're suggesting is a little over the top. Okay, so you'll do the other things, but you won't do this. Fair enough. You'll do anything for fame, but you won't do that. All right, big one's gonna be coming out in 33 days then. Cyberpunk's gonna take too long to write. I'll repeat this. We have another building, right? We had that printing office we can build. Let's see how big that is. Yikes. That is very big. I wish I could rotate it. But you know what? It's fine. We can put it right here. I think that's all right. And then again, it's not going to be in service very soon, but it is what it is. Hey, Germany has invaded Poland. Yeah, it was seeming to be a very boring year after all, right? Germany has invaded Poland, and the German army is rapidly advancing towards the capital. While Congress speaks of neutrality and repudiates panic, the Germans are taking over Europe. The political commentator Timothy Schubert says, but America will have to answer for their cowardice. Many challenges lie ahead for us all. For all of us, and the first thing we'll have to face is a new wave of immigration. We're not friends anymore. Third Reich is no longer welcome in the United States, so we are not friends anymore. I have 161 days left in my police protection. I don't have a whole lot of clout with anybody left here, but that's okay, because I was only planning on... Hey, World War II is now a setting. Already we can make war films. Crazy. Tatsuya Kon, public relations executive. He says, now that the war has broken out in Europe, working with the Reich could seriously damage our reputation. I've thought long and hard about how we can avoid any problems, and I propose we hold a press conference. Tell them honestly, we had business with the German government, but there was nothing political about it. And how that Hitler has shown the world his true face, we've cut all ties with them, and we're ready to pay for our carelessness. We'll give a check to some charity, and the deed is done. Altogether, we've received $3.25 million from the Reich in one form or another. Yeah, because I hit the button over and over and over again. I suggest we donate that much. Yes, it's a significant amount, but the damage to the studio's reputation will be far greater. What do you think? Yeah, it's good. Let's just do it. We'll hold the press conference. It's fine. And in 2 weeks, oh, you know what, though? Like, that's my reputation. I wonder if that'll tank it, and then, oh, it'll mess up my thing. Will that mess up my thing? Maybe it'll be okay. We should give to charity. Let's give to charity. Charity? Hey, charity. So, hey, listen, we were thinking that maybe you wanted to have like $4 million to I could just give $4 million to charity. That would help my reputation by 500. Maybe put a little dent in this. Yeah. Yeah. See, I gave a lot of money to charity just now. It's great. Okay. They're adding the antagonist escapes justice story element back into the code. I'm okay with them doing this. If you want to do that, I'm fine with it. I don't really have a whole lot of influence to stop you. And in fact, based on all your votes, I can't stop you. So, you know what? I will vote yes with 1 point. I'm not sure why it's saying negative 855. That makes no sense. Why am I doing that? No, that's not what I said. Yeah, I'm changing it to 1. There you go. See, I'm a company man. I'm a team player after all. You can count on me. There you go. I voted for it too. A new black and white camera, 16 millimeter too. Wow. Yeah. All right. No, I'm not really gonna shoot on 16. That's not really my thing in 1939. I guess it's fine, but nah. All right. So, capture a dangerous criminal is now available to us. The final thing we can do is aid fire victims. That seems extreme. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, Tatsuya says, I should remind you about the press conference we've scheduled for tomorrow. Are you ready to donate 3.25 million to the Red Gardens Foundation? It's an organization that funds programs for patriotic education and helps teenagers find work. After such a generous gesture, I'm sure America will forgive us for our friendship with the Nazis. Probably won't be forgiven entirely, but yes, I'm ready to do that. I've already given 4 million, but you know, hey, I thought maybe that's what I was supposed to do, is give, you know, at least this much before the press conference. But apparently that's a scripted thing that you're going to do for me on my behalf. Great, cool, awesome. I'm going to do it. Go ahead. Major newspapers across America are reporting that Pryor Media has broken off relations with the Nazis and donated a large sum to charity. The U.S. Post ran a front page article titled "A Slap in Hitler's Face," in which the author praises the studio's integrity. This is the act of patriots, people with big hearts, plus 30. That's not very much. All that money. Didn't get a lot for it. I guess it's fine. And distribution on this movie. All right. Arthur Gernstein donated a record $6.5 million to the Red Gardens Fund. While we've got all kinds of crooks and penny pinchers trying to buy off their sins, Gernstein told Los Angeles Tribune, but there's also real patriots investing twice as much in the country's future. Is that so? Is that so, Mr. Gernstein? Well, 15 more days and I'll show you. I will be more charitable than you've ever been. I'll be the biggest charity any charity ever did charity. Is what I will do. And I will not do it to help people, but I will just do it to look better than you. That's why I'm doing it. I'm going to be selfish about it, and people will love me anyway. I just need 15 days to be done. All right. So, pre-production on Not Another Space Movie. Still in the 8.5 range. Fine, good. Off you go. Yep, make things happen, please. You can use second unit to speed you up. Off you go. And charities. Aha. Arthur Gernstein. What do you think of this? What? Oh, there it is. What do you think of this? See? See? I am charitable. I'm so charitable. Look at me. 6,000 reputation. So charitable. What are you going to do? My $230 million. I'll give $100 million to charity. See how high my reputation can really go. So that trick didn't work. We weren't able to defend the innocent, or what? Roberto Jones is no longer employed by the studio and can't participate in tricks. Oh. Well, is that why it didn't work? Because he's not employed anymore? That makes sense, but like, couldn't you have like just not included him in the list if that was going to be the case? I feel like you could have not included him in the list. That would have been better. Oh well. 9 story elements. We can now have stories with 9 elements in them. And I think maybe if I was going to continue to play, I think I'd be most interested in getting probably writers writing faster, or just 10 story elements. Later on when they rebalance things, right? The more story elements you have, the better. And so I probably would go up to this side here. It's 3,000 to get 10 of them. The other way to go, because it's not in the game yet, I never bothered with it, but the franchise office would be one way to go. And I never bothered with sequels because we can't really make franchises out of them yet. We can go over and over and over again, but there's no meaningful reason to do that when you can make original IPs that are 9.9 movies over and over and over again. So this is like a lot of time that could be spent on better things. So I didn't bother with sequels. But if we can get into a franchise office and we can start doing media collaborations, and we can, you know, public domain, as I don't know what that would be. Like, I know what public domain is, but I don't know how that works with the game, right? That kind of stuff, I'm definitely interested. So hopefully the next time we hit this game, the next time we, start this series, hopefully this is unlocked and we can actually pursue that. I would like to wait until we can get more of these things that are just persistently unlocked that will be available in later versions of the game. I want that later version. That's what I'm kind of hoping to hit this game again when that stuff is in it. You now aid fire victims. And I guess we'll go with Hush scandal for IP is kind of useless to me. Emergency printing could be good. Aid for the homeless. Yeah, all right, fine. It's not really a dirty trick as much as it is just, you know, doing good things for people. Fine. I guess. We now have a superior concert hall, which doesn't matter anymore because we have those really special contractors we would use anyway. So, yeah. I guess at this point, I probably want to... Doing an on-call focus group would be nice. Fast development, I suppose. None of these things matter to me as much. Yeah, I mean, none of them are going to be useful anyway, so... Because as soon as this calendar year is done, we should have that final box. As soon as this calendar year is done. Unless something happens to my reputation between now and then and all hell goes loose. I don't know. I'm going to keep this guy employed forever. Just to spite the mafia. And I'll keep him under my protection as well. Yeah, we'll make sure he has a car and a driver. And I'll give him his own hotel suite. I'll provide him... He's libidinous. I will provide him with a spicy film strip. What? Really? You're seriously thinking, like, the guy with heightened sex drive doesn't want a spicy film strip. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm going to give you extended medical coverage as well. I'm also paying you a lot less because we're doing the 50-50 payout thing. There. Somehow that's not good enough for you, so I will add $1. Boy, oh boy, aren't you getting the VIP treatment. In exchange for not telling the police that I tried to give you a spicy film strip. So we are at 9.8 as we start post-production. And we have the amazing quality things that we can do for our space movie. Oh, amazing, amazing, and amazing. Now, with that being done, if we were going behemoth and you knew this ahead of time, spending all your time developing your own stuff here may not be wise. Yes, it's free, but this is amazing. It's faster and it's only 3,600, right? Like, this is not a lot of money to get amazing quality. To put this in perspective, the concert hall, I believe, was like 300 grand to build it. And then I pay for that building every month anyway. And then, again, the Grand Auditorium was very expensive to build, and I pay for it every month anyway. Very expensive to build, pay for it every month anyway. So I would say that if you know you're going behemoth, and you're going to target getting those, 3 bullet points, especially that middle one, where you unlock these contractors, if you're going for that, you could make the long-term decision to not invest in your own stuff there, knowing that you're going to outsource every time anyway. And then you don't have to worry about paying for those facilities. You don't have to have any of the maintenance, and you get all the rewards for doing so, as long as you can hit those numbers. Amazing quality sets. Sweet. Okay, so at that point, I would probably go over international location scouting, and I'd just max this out. And 400 influence. I mean, it saves me a lot of time, I guess, but saves me a year. 400 influence saves me a year on that, but it's still 2 years out, so whatever. International location scouting. All right, so not another space movie. It is still going to release at 9.2, and we have the star power behind it, so we know that we can make lots and lots of moolah. So when is it releasing? As soon as possible. Yeah, right here is probably fine. Yeah, we'll go here, I guess. Max it out. We have our own printing press now that can do it in 5 weeks. We can express it for $68,000. Expressing these guys cost like almost 100 grand. These guys do cost like 80 grand to do that. So this is still cheaper. We can have it done in 5 weeks. That's interesting. because that's not 5 weeks. That's 3 weeks. So I don't know what's going on with the 5 weeks, but oh no, wait, it says 5 weeks to 3 weeks. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm so confused on this, but I understand. This says 5 weeks, like as the name, but it takes 6 weeks. If I express it, it now takes 3 weeks, even though the title still says 5 weeks. It's strange, right? I'm not crazy. That's just weird. Why is it called 5 weeks? I don't know. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can advertise all the way into its full on 3-month run. And we are going to go, it says boys, but I'm just going to do this. You are all welcome. It is an A+ ranking for me. We will have Danny go ahead and aid fire victims. I love the dirty tricks. There we go. We will, at a different time, we will immediately after that, we are going to have Della attend somebody's wedding. Beautiful. 2 weeks after that, Felix will attend an orphanage. Yes. And then a week after that, just to really keep it up, she's not going to help us. Never mind. Nobody's going to do anything a week after that. We're done. So if we miss this, we still get this one right away. And if we make this, then I don't know if this is really a waste or not, but it's just going to keep the hype up for not another space movie. It's great. All right, I want to see how well that turns out. And I kind of want to see the results of the writing for Cyberpunk as well. So let's go ahead and send this to the archive. There's no point in releasing it since it's going to... it's not going to overshadow the next movie anyway. Aid for Homeless is done. Payment of debts. To raise awareness of the film, the cast can pay off the debts of people at the ends of their ropes. Hey, that's kind of nice. I'm at the end of my rope. Can you help me? I'm not. I have debts, but I'm not at the end of my rope. I'm managing it. Hey, I got it. All done. Condition met. We did it. Kept it all up. Select additional policy. I'm sorry. We can be a boutique now. We can do another one. I didn't know this. That's neat. So now we can switch and be a boutique if we want to. There's factory and average after this too, available in future updates. So if I swap to boutique now for film school and everything, if I switch to this, I maintain all of these benefits and then get to hit this one. Oh, that is wonderful. So now I'm thinking about our studio in the future. I didn't know this. I thought you pick one. You don't. You pick more than one. That's great. And for all of you guys who play ahead of me, like, thank you for not spoiling that for me. I appreciate it. So now I'm thinking we switch. We might change our strategy in the second run. We might do boutique. We might do boutique second, right? Because this is huge. Those post-production contractors are really awesome. So I really want to get this. And then also the commercial status of people more willing to work with me. Things like that are really great. This saves me a lot of money. A lot of money. This right here definitely is going to improve all my films. And then the extensive holidays, things I don't really care about. But when you get into this, now it's like actors and directors with artistic statuses will be more willing to work with you. Cool. Experimental training to help employees overcome their development ceiling. This is when you have people like Wendy, when we saw her, right, where her skills were capped. You can lift that. You can overcome that. And that's how you'll get her to, that's how we can get her to 10. And then receive a Pollux with best film 3 years in a row. It's going to be very difficult to do. So starting as boutique, I think this will be very difficult to do. We need to sweep the Pollux rewards. This is the new one here. So it says sweep the Pollux rewards with best picture, director, screenplay, actor, and actress in a single year. You don't need to do it with a single film, but you do it in a single year. So if we win every award, like this one is definitely more difficult to get. I think this is a much more challenging studio policy to work with here. Yeah, so I'm thinking we would do that anyway, right? We would do the big studio thing anyway. Let's maybe move this over. I'll put it over here. Yeah, just build it here with Lux. That's fine. Annual report. We made a lot of money. Corporate tax rate is 11%. And look at that. Even when we weren't even trying, we got the top. We got 2 out of the 3. We got 4 films in the top 10. I like it. Whammy. The top 10 there too. Okay. Excellent. So the next run, I think that's what we're probably going to do. We're going to hit Behemoth again with the idea of switching to Behemoth. Now, we could also try the Trash Studio. We could try it, but I feel like that one is probably like... I don't know. I like the benefits from Behemoth a lot. I think the benefits that come with Behemoth are really powerful. If we had more, we had to have more theaters and stuff. But yeah, they're very expensive and everything, and being able to buy them all is nice. Making all the money that Behemoth can make, you know, with all those high popcorn films. So we'll look at that. It's good. But I think I'm about to wrap this up. So we'll read this random event, and then I think we'll call it a day. That's a nice little picture to use for my thumbnail. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. It's just kind of, yeah, get you over there. There we go. There's not. I'll use that one for my thumbnail. Get that little girl with a ticket. It says, I accidentally learned from a friend of mine, an agent in New York, that the legendary Tatsuya Igawa is leaving the theater for cinema. I bet that even Arthur Gernstein would give a lot of money for an actor like that. I'm sorry for negotiating without your permission, but talent like this is in such high demand, every minute counts. I literally snatched Mr. Igawa from our competitors' clutches. Fortunately, those uncultured fools were too slow, so I was the first to seal a deal with the maestro. I assure you, this is one of the most promising actors in America. He was the best Othello I've ever seen. His charisma is impossible to resist. People instantly forget his unusual appearance. Plus, he agrees to a 3-year contract for only $10,000. All we need to do is sign. Heck yeah, man. 3-year contract. That's for $10,000. What the heck? Tatsuya Igawa. They called him the star of the theater. Now he has a chance to become a real star. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to wrap this up here. We're going to hit this again after those updates. So keep an eye on those updates. I will be too. That'll give you a clue as to when this next series starts. And I will start this. I will start the next run as soon as those updates are available. And I can be sure that there won't be any immediate super save breaking patches that will leave me with no features or leave me with old features again. Right? I don't want that to happen again. So keep your ears and eyes open. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.